Welcome to a day in life as a full-time content creator, online business owner, and I wanted to film a new style of content just for myself, really just to document some of these days I'm having and kind of have like a public journal and give you a little bit of an insight into what my life actually consists of and how busy I am and whatever else comes up during my days. Right now I'm in Costa Rica with my good friend, and we're just doing a short trip. It's like 9 days. We had a bit of time to escape Canada in the cold. So we came here mainly to work, and then we just took a couple days off to just enjoy the nicer weather. So yeah, today I just got back from a pretty good morning flow. I was at the coffee shop for like 4 hours, started pretty early, and just really dialed in on that. I had a client meeting as well, and now I'm writing my newsletter currently, and then I'm going to hop into another client meeting, which is super exciting. I'm doing a lot of like one-on-one coaching right now, just to really guarantee my clients results. I want to get some pretty wicked testimonials for people, and then later on everything's just going to be so dialed that it's going to be really easy to bring it down. So that was one of the mistakes I made earlier on as an online business owner. I just felt like starting with a low ticket offer, it was a little bit crazy. It felt like the Wild West sometimes, but there's such a huge benefit into starting top down and really having the luxury to refine your systems and giving your clients the best service possible. And then once everything's refined, you can start bringing it down, building out more structures and systems to help more people accomplish that. And this is really more of that hybrid community style delivery, rather than if you were to just make a course, then it's all good. Like you can just make a course, make sure the content is good, make sure your systems are good, and then it is an asset and it can just kind of live that course. But if you wanted to do more of like a hybrid style community coaching style delivery for your curriculum and what you want to be teaching and sharing online, then I would suggest doing that top-down system. But good news is we're killing it. All my clients are super stoked. I'm super excited for them. They're going to be getting some crazy results. Like in the next month or so, you should be seeing some pretty good stuff. So that's going to be exciting. And yeah, that's about it. So in the morning, I was just locking in, did a lot of like admin stuff, goal setting, in my like Notion headquarters that I just got. I can show you that a little bit later. I was just updating my second brain and making sure everything is working how it's supposed to be. So I got in a really good flow for that. And I was even able to start my second newsletter. So I'm like writing the second newsletter of the week, just staying on top of things. And then tonight I'm going to have a friend come over. We're going to film a YouTube video. She's just a friend from back home, but we're actually like in the same place in Costa Rica on coincidence. So that's going to be cool. So we're going to be doing just a photo walk, going to be a little more creative. I decided to myself too to make content a little more fun. I wanted to push myself creatively and just have a little bit more ideas just flow, like just shoot for the sake of shooting. Because if you don't know, my background was in photography. I was like a professional photographer. So I do miss it. Like I do like being creative and just shooting for fun. So, when you're bashing content with all these ideas, sometimes it's good to like break the rules once you learn the rules. So that's going to be fun. And then I'm also going to be filming a YouTube video, which takes me about like 45 minutes to actually film because they're like pretty long style YouTube videos. If you haven't checked out the other YouTube videos on this channel, definitely do that. I put a lot of work into those, and they're just basically like a 20-minute video just jam-packed with really good value that's structured on how to create content for your audience, how to monetize, everything in that domain. So that's going to be really good to take a look at if you're interested in getting into content creation, especially if you're looking for a little bit more details and what a lot of people just leave out. Like if you're bored of like the basic how to grow on Instagram in 2025 content, like that might be an extra layer deeper that you might want to be checking out. But yeah, that's kind of my day so far. I have a call in like 20-30 minutes. I'm going to go back into some deep work, and we're going to go from there. So far so good though. I feel super dialed today, and I'm just stoked and excited to be working. Cause yesterday I was just kind of like having a bit more fun. Like we were just at the beach. We were like went out a little bit, had a few drinks at night. So it just feels good to like dial back in and yeah, like working and like doing content creation is like one of my favorite things in life. Like it's pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna go back in, lock in, and I will talk to you in the next hour or so. I'm gonna basically vlog the day minus the deep work session in the morning. So I will catch you then. All right, so hopping into a meeting with my client Luke. Let's get right into this. I wanted to go over, I think the one pager, you had some questions about that we can go over, and we can kind of plan out some specific videos for your page, which would be cool. And again, stop me at any time if you see something that you want to like elaborate on or that I might have like misread. You started off pretty broad, and then I noticed that you got like a little more clear on the client and niche reflection. I guess probably because you were like relating it more to your business, which you do want to be specific in terms of like your offer. Even though you have like multiple stuff. All I have to do is just do this morning routine or implement this system, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to avoid this random few weeks of depression. Amazing. And then imagine if I was dealing with what's it called, addictions. Like that makes it even more scary, because now it's like you have a couple depressive weeks and you pick up a new addiction, or you go back into an addiction. So then that's even worse. So then the self-autonomy would be like, okay, awesome, I have this system to now be confident in myself to not fall into that through like, I guess, a healthy lifestyle. So then if you're good to riff on that, I think that's kind of like what I was getting excited about, to live the rest of their lives. Like you kind of hinted at it there, like the rest of your lives happier and healthier person. Like would they build their own system? Okay. And then that's like an ST. Like that's like the side.
Fuck yes.
It's kind of nice, especially if you want to keep it on the scientific side of things. Like since you're a doctor and you're relating to health, like what's fun with your business is I think you will benefit from both sides of like the physical clients, and then you're going to open up this online business as well to take control. Because then again, that's going back to that reliability. So also a thing in like business, when people have really good success when all the branding aligns through the whole like funnel. Like funnels are kind of like out of date now, but when everything like lines up where it's like, oh, content, free product, and then paid product and the sales calls. Like let's say I had a what's it called? You can have like a closer, like a sales guy. So if I had a sales guy hop on the call in my business and he just wasn't using the right terminology or just came at it at a different angle, like if he was like, yo, Luke, like we're going to make you $1 million, like there's just a disconnect there. Or if it was like, we're going to run paid ads, but I don't run paid ads. Like it's just going to like confuse people. So it's really nice when everything subconsciously like kind of connects. So anyways, and those like fancy names are basically just to package all of these up into like good branding opportunities. This is great. So then basically over the few weeks, you would just follow that one curriculum, and you can write this in a separate doc or even on the one page. Okay, so we're gonna upload the lead magnet. Okay, and then next week too, we'll get into content creation. I think we'll just start. That'll be you're basically like locked and loaded, because even then you can start telling your clients about your newsletter. Okay, so I just finished a call with one of my clients. That went super well. Finished scripting some videos. I have some short form videos in mind, and then I'm gonna go record a YouTube video. So we're gonna go do that right now because it's golden hour, and I'm just gonna do it outside just because I don't really vibe with this house too much for the content. So I'm just gonna go out on the beach and do it. So that's kind of time sensitive. I kind of gotta go out like in the next 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go pack, bring a tripod, bring my laptop, but it's just across the street, so it's not too bad. So hopefully that works out, and I'm gonna film all of that stuff. So should be pretty good. And rather than that, the day's coming to an end. So it's definitely a busy work day, like a heavy work day, but I typically like load up everything a few days of the week, and then I also get to kind of move stuff around as I need. So yeah, it's been pretty good. So let's go do that, and I'll see you at the beach, and you'll see some behind the scenes of me filming. Okay, so I'm walking over to the beach. I'm taking this sick like back way right now, which is cool. It's like, I don't know, kind of an empty field. I think it's private property, but no one seemed to bug me yet, so it's been working quite well. But yeah, one of the nice things I realized about traveling was you really have to like laser in on what's giving you results and what's essential for the business. So you basically are forced to actually 80-20 your life and see, okay, like if I only had 4 hours a day, or if I only had 6 hours a day to do work on certain days because you're traveling, what moves the needle? Like what actually is the most important task in your business? Because you do this exercise like the 80-20 principle and you think, oh, this is super important. But when you're actually forced to be like, no, you are on a plane, you're traveling, you want to go sightsee, whatever, you have no other choice but to like be really specific about what you're doing, if that makes sense. Whereas when you just do it on paper or in your head, you give yourself excuses. Like it's just too easy to give yourself excuses, and then you don't end up actually being fully self-accountable when you're trying to pick your tasks and like to-do lists and stuff like that. So yeah, it's quite interesting, but so far so good. This is our little path here. There was this one spot at the beach like 2 minutes down that I kind of wanted to film at. It's kind of this cool like forest canopy vibe. There's like a lot of people around right now, so it's kind of testing my nerves to see how well I talk in front of the camera in front of people. It's like a whole nother level of like my big old tripod and everything going here. But yeah, I'm gonna walk a few minutes and then kind of find like a quiet little cranny to film at. It'll also like make the light a little bit less noticeable, because like when that sun goes down and golden hour hits, it's just gonna change the shot a little too much. So yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out, and we're gonna set up in a little forest. It'll be cool, you'll see it in a bit, but for now I'll continue walking. It's kind of like my first time actually fully vlogging a day, at least in a few years. So it feels quite weird, because the whole thing with content is just posting one video and then seeing how you're going to improve for the next one, you know? So your first one's always going to be a little off, but we'll see. This video is really just supposed to be a documentation of what I'm doing anyway, so I think it'll be quite fun to see what the end result is, how this all turns out, you know? So, the attention I get with this camera is kind of insane. Like everybody's fucking staring, but it's okay. I'm not used to it, to be honest, because I film typically like alone. Like I don't really film with other people around, so it's just something to get used to, but it's pretty fun. It's also kind of cool to be pushing myself and being out in public and all that. But yeah, this is the little cranny I found. It's a longer walk than I thought. Well, I'll film something here. I think you can still see the beach. It's still private. It's a pretty like dull part of the beach as well. But I'll set up my other camera so you guys can see like how I'm planning for the shot. Maybe do like a little time lapse. I'm gonna start with my YouTube video because that's the most important, and then the short form videos can come after. So I kind of chose this spot here because you get to see the ocean in the background and the sun is coming right there. So I wanted to have my face like somewhat lit and then the ocean in the background. So it'll be somewhere along here. Okay, so I just got done finishing up here. You can see I'm in the sun, which is nice. I got my other camera pointing at me. I got this cool scene, so you can still see the ocean in the back. I have like an ND filter sort of thing on here. That's the shot, you can't really see it. I screwed up and needed to dump some footage. And then I used my little fancy podcast mic, which is very silly, but I actually just like the way my voice sounds when I use it. So I am going to be using this Shure mic. I just am more confident with my voice, the way it sounds on this thing, which therefore means I also need to have my laptop. So if you think I'm crazy, that's the reason why. I don't really want to use a lav mic. I just find it sounds very tinny and like high pitch. So yeah. So now I have a whole setup here. So that's just all in my backpack. Right beside that. This one's going to be pretty exciting. It's about like basically how to make yourself lucky in life through content creation, which is kind of cool. There's like 4 different types of luck. There's blind luck, and then different types of luck that you actually have control over. So if you wanted to become lucky in your life, you can just take the actions and actually be opportunistic about your luck and then live a way cooler life because you got lucky. So yeah, stuff like that. Also like what money is, how money is traded and dealt with. It's pretty cool. I spent like a few hours writing a newsletter about it. And it's definitely a one I'm excited for. This is actually my second time filming this YouTube video because I fucked it up the first time. I like missed focus and then I just didn't like the scene. It was inside that house. And it just wasn't really the vibe. So I came out here to the beach to refilm it. And depending on how much we get done, I might film some more. So we'll see, but this will be kind of my YouTube setup for now. Hopefully we have enough battery life and all the rest of it, but should be pretty good. And we'll get started in a second and you'll kind of see some glimpses of the video. I'll throw it in. If you want to watch the full video, link in the description. It is absolutely beautiful here. Like that looks like an absolute dream. Like it doesn't even look real. This is insane. I was grateful to be here. I gotta like slow down sometimes, especially with content. I tend to speed up. I get like very excited, but sometimes just lowering the vibe, lowering the pace is pretty nice because it is very peaceful here and I just want to enjoy it all. So yeah, hopefully we'll carry that energy to the YouTube video and I'll be very peaceful when I start talking, filming. Yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, catch you in a minute. Our luxuries in their life and the amount of work we way to increase your luck. Okay, so I just wrapped up filming. It is now golden hour. It is so beautiful. It's getting quite dark as you can see, so the cameras are, you know, getting darker, but it is quite beautiful here in real life. I ended up filming one short form video and then I got through that whole YouTube video. It came out super good. Super excited about that one. So if you want to, go click the link in the description. You can check out that one. But yeah, I'm going to pack up before it gets too dark and I'm going to head home. So I will catch you on the flip side. All right, so I just finished importing the video. I ended up going to the gym. I ran to the gym. It was pretty cool. And then I was just taking some time after to import the video. I was just kind of stoked about what it looks like. So it's like 8:30 p.m. now, and I'm just working with Misha. So that's about our night. We're gonna just be working here and enjoy dinner and then go to bed. That's a pretty typical day in the life. Obviously I'm traveling, so it looks a little bit different than my normal days in Toronto or like when I'm more settled. But hopefully that gives you a little glimpse into what it's like as a creator. I'm hopefully going to do more of these videos in the future. I like doing these like more raw vlog style videos. It's not too much editing. It's just kind of like documenting the process. So if you guys like this style and you want to see more, then just comment on the video, like the video, send me a message. Always like to hear the feedback, and hopefully I can get a few more of these coming. And with that, I will catch you in the next one.